Drew, I'm going to stick with you and ask the next question. Right now there are a few options being looked into for the water problems that we're having here in Georgia. What do you think is the best option we should pursue?
Well, we're one of the highest water rates in the country. I mean, higher than Las Vegas. In Atlanta, Georgia, should be, we've got rivers in all directions, and we're the highest. So it's sad. But again, you go over to Cobb County, and you don't want to talk about water because people are pretty happy with their water situation. You go to Fulton, and my water bill is $300 to $400 a month. My cousin who lives over here, or even my brother, this is $85 a month. So to fix it, I think we built a reservoir for the Fulton County side, and I think you do it with federal money. If you get 2 inches of rain down at Peachtree Battle Road, it's a flood zone. So there's definitely an area of a reservoir to be built. I'm also for wells. We're not using wells. Since 1952, homes are equipped with wells. I sure like to finish that.
There's two sides of the ledger. Obviously, it's the capacity side and the consumption side. And if we need to increase capacity for water, I mean, obviously, from the rain side, the good Lord's given us about 55 inches of rain a year. So we're getting plenty of water. We're just not capturing it well, and we're not consuming it well. And so on the consumption side, I'm not for mandates of conservation just because it sort of strikes against me the wrong way on freedom of choice. But I am for infusing more free market principles into how we price our water when we're low. Because when you look at the Lake Lanier, and when we have a drought and it goes way down, when our capacity is tapped, we still pay the same. And then they have to force conservation on us. So I prefer the market to be more fluctuating and allow the free market to dictate how much water costs.
Water is one of the top economic development issues facing Georgia. When you go to other states and they try to pitch Georgia businesses or businesses we're recruiting, they talk about traffic, they talk about schools, and they talk about water. And unfortunately, we were very close, I was talking to Megan earlier about this, during Governor Perdue's time to resolving the water deal. We had a deal worked out, we had the location we were going to sign it worked out, and Alabama pulled out at the last minute. I'm happy to say with the 3 new governors that are there, the slate's been quite clean, and from what I understand, negotiations are continuing. We're not going to see a resolution until the Supreme Court decides the water litigation. Right now, if they say they're not going to hear the appeal, I think negotiations will go quickly. And I think we need to empower the governor with the authority to negotiate that deal going forward. In 2010, we passed one of the most sweeping conservation bills in terms of reservoirs and funding reservoirs in the nation here in Georgia. And it's just going to take somebody knowing the state budget and getting in and rolling up their sleeves and make sure that we fund what we said we're going to do, because we are growing and we need more water.